Ricardo. Ricardo. Cause are you on the internet on your phone? Make sure so to see if we can. And you turn off my laptop if it's not. See if we can get the internet. The internet's acting up terribly today. Hmm. The internet actually is acting up so bad, it won't even let me pull up to live. It keeps saying that having trouble with the internet.
I think we're live now.
Yeah, it's saying we're live.
So let me try it again. Hey everybody, how's it going? Were y'all able to see me this whole time? Cause we're over here fighting to get the internet working. Hello, you all, and welcome to another session of Life in Haiti. This internet is threatening to take over today, but we are rebuking the internet. So, to some of my peoples, you are tonight, everyone, we have a guest on the show. I am excited about the show tonight. One of the things we're doing is pushing the Free Haiti movement. But aside from that, we have the Michels who will be joining us tonight. So if the internet is giving me problems, we will continue it on WhatsApp with you all so that we can have a good show. I've moved around so many places to get the show started. So hello to all my people. Tout moun mwen comment nou ye? The Michels, please introduce yourselves to the audience.
Oh, we're the Michels. I'm Jacques Michel.
I'm Jackie Michel. We have a podcast. We're based out of Miami, Florida, and we actually interviewed Life in Haiti for our podcast that's coming out soon. So we're really excited to be on her show. We discuss anything, any topic that millennials are going through, Haitians, anybody really, and especially this season, broadcasting people's stories and how they deal with certain things in their life. So I'm happy to be here.
And if my mom and dad are watching, hi mom, hi dad.
I think I see the comments.
And I'm happy to have you all. So to tell the audience a little bit about you all. They are a young Haitian couple seeking to get to know more and more about the Haitian culture. What better time? Because with everything which is going on in our country right now, it is a blessing and an awesome thing to be young and to be Haitian and to actually want to know about our heritage. So we will discuss that a little bit more. But before we go further, do you all speak Creole? I'm outside, so now I have to deal with this, okay?
Right.
I have to deal with the dogs. That's why I try to hide from them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Creole me pas bon, but I try, so.
Yeah. Nous dégagez. I don't know. I feel like I speak a little bit of Creole, but mainly English. But I'll sneak it in there for the live.
So I'm not able.
So, I guess we're waiting for. Yeah, we're waiting for Marie to get back. Hopefully, she comes back soon.
Okay, she's calling us.
Here I am, my peoples. Hello. So, in order for us to have a good show, you all, and please excuse me for my internet. What I'm going to do is we're going to have the show on via WhatsApp, okay? Where everyone is able to hear you, and for the most part, they have an idea of what you look like. Okay. So you all, I'll be right with you in 1 second. But you all, I want to tell you all kindly tonight, claim your free t-shirt. One of the things I learned about the free t-shirt is you would have to pay a shipping between $2 to $6 to get it. It is a free Haiti t-shirt. And I'm not sure if many of y'all have heard of the movement which is going on with some of the things which is going on about Haiti, and it's all about a voice for Haiti. Mr. Charles, who we recently had on Life in Haiti on the show, he is the CEO of Panola, and he is offering 1,000 free t-shirts to our peoples. So you all, let's go there. Let's support the movement. Number one reason for the movement, it is all about Haiti, free Haiti. So Mr. Panola, if you're watching, I want to just tell you thank you so very much. So for my people, stop by, check some of his products out. He is all about, basically, he's a young entrepreneur helping for Haiti. So tonight we have the matters on. Here I am. So my peoples can see you. So let me know, you all too, if you can hear them as we have this conversation, as we have this live. So I was asking, do you all speak Creole?
Oh, so yeah, I was saying that my Creole it's okay. It's not the best, but we try.
Yeah, I said I speak a little bit. I'll speak in there.
Okay, so just so the people can get familiar with you all, do you have Haitian parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were both born in Miami. My dad is from Ocap, and my mom is from Port-au-Prince.
And both my parents are from Port-au-Prince.
Port-au-Prince. So have you all ever traveled to Haiti? What's got you so like what got you so into Haiti outside of having Haitian parents?
We've only been like on like a cruise so far to Haiti, like as one of the destinations, but to actually visit the country, not yet. We were actually supposed to visit last year as a family, but coronavirus ruined everything. So hopefully next year we can come.
Yeah, and I think just growing up, I mean, that culture. So even though we've never been like to the parts that our parents are from, that's all we know is them speaking Creole, them feeding us Haitian food, hearing the stories. So we want to go back and see
where we're from.
That's good. So let me ask you, because one of the things when you all contact me, we were just talking, and I love having definitely young Haitian people reach out to me. How important is it to you to learn this to learn about your heritage? How important is that?
For me, it's like really important. I think just because one, like the longer we stay in the States, the more we kind of get removed from our parents' culture. So I kind of want to keep it alive. Like I want my kids to know Korea. I want them to understand the culture, and for me to pass it to my kids, like I have to have.
Yeah. I
That's
think even down to like what I was saying, like food. At some point, our moms are not always going to be there to make it.
Yeah.
So we have to learn how to do that. We have to learn, okay, how do you nettoyer the meat for real and like season it and make it taste good and
like the FB.
yeah, all of that.
Let me find so y'all know how to cook Haitian food. So one of the things with you all being young and being born abroad, how important is it for parents to teach their children their culture? How important is it, especially being Haitian?
It's really important, especially, I mean, we're in Miami, so we're still surrounded by a large, like, Haitian community.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, I think if we don't pass it down, like if our parents didn't pass it down to us, we're gonna lose it. Like the longer we stay in the States. And for me, I think it's really important. I still have family in Haiti, so it's like I don't want to lose that connection to my family when my mom or when my parents eventually pass away. Like I want to still keep that connection, and it's gonna be important for me to still learn the culture.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question, and this question you all could be to the audience also, okay? Is history and culture the same thing? I would like for some of you all to interact with that. But I'm asking you all because America is what you know, but your heritage is Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is history and culture the same thing to you?
I think history is part of the culture. The country has such a rich history, you can't separate it from the culture. I think it's probably the biggest part of the culture, because a lot of, like, even the food that we eat comes from our history. Like the way that we talk, the language, like it comes from the history. So you can't have the culture if you don't know the history.
Yeah.
So let me ask, because this is really a class for all of us, right? Because when you ask me, I'm going to say somewhat there's a difference between the history and the culture. Because we know that the history of Haiti is strong, okay? We had defeated the French when even America was still enslaved, okay? So there's a strong history, and the culture of it, I believe, is what we the people make of it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain things are culture, certain practices is culture, which is the people, okay? So one question I want to ask, is it important to keep your heritage alive?
100%. There's no way that we, with a rich culture like ours and a history like ours, like you said, defeating the French when other islands had, gained independence. There's no way that we can just leave that behind. Like, we have to keep it going. We have to, keep that within us. I think we do as a people. We're very resilient. I don't see that ever going away. I can't imagine us not doing it.
And the thing about heritage too is like, growing up in America, you kind of see it with that the Black people here also they don't have much of a connection to their heritage back in Africa, and there's a sense of like identity that you miss. Like, at least I can say I know that my parents and my family comes from Haiti, and there's pride with that to know like, okay, first republic to be free in the Western Hemisphere, like you have a sense of pride when you know your heritage, and I think it's important.
That's right. And, us being Haitian, we know that our sense of pride comes from our strength, right? Our resiliency. And, to answer, why it's important for us to really know our culture, I believe that when you know your past, then you know where you're going. You kind of know what the enemy is because you're well aware of what you've defeated, and you're able to position yourself to see where you would be an asset to not only your country but also to your culture. So to bring you up to date a little bit and not just stay on the past of Haiti, okay, from what you've read about our history and from the things you've learned, what are some of your views of some of the things going on today in our country?
Oh man, it's a story full of peaks and valleys, right? Like, to go from being the first free republic to now, like, just revolting in the streets and all the protests and injustice. It's like we gained our freedom, but and it feels like we're losing it at the same time. So it's a lot to take in. It's like you have so much to be proud of, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that disappoint you. If all you do is like watch what's going on right now on the news, it's sad. It's a lot to deal with, and knowing like you're abroad, and that what can you do?
Yeah.
Right. So
I think even talking to our family members who obviously lived in Haiti in the past and now live here, not all of them will say that there's one particular moment that kind of got us to where we are today. You'll hear a lot of different stories. Oh, at one point Haiti was, and not to say that Haiti's not beautiful now, but it was like it was safe, it was this. And it was like you felt the community. And then now, a lot of Haitians don't go back or whatever the case may be. But there are just a lot of different stories as to like, how did we get here, so you can't really pinpoint to really make that shift and change for the better.
Hmm. What are your views on the Free Haiti movement?
Like I see the hashtags and like I see all the stories, but it's just what do we do? Like, I support it, but there's only like putting a hashtag isn't going to change anything. I mean, it spreads the word, but it's like what can we do next? Like what is I think you know that but it's like how can we change it for the better?
That's right. As we talk about our history and heritage, there are people around the world who may not want to remember their heritage because of where they came from. It could be various reasons, religious beliefs, some customs and cultures which were practiced. Yet as we look back on Haiti with the strong heritage it has, when you come up today, some of the things we see today, it clearly is very sad. And we ask ourselves, you know, for most of us that are living here that don't like it, right? Just a hashtag you right is not going to make a difference. A hashtag, what it does is bring a level of awareness. But I do believe what makes a difference is a lot of time boots on the ground, working towards a solution, because we may not be able to accomplish a lot of what we want to accomplish all at one time, yet slowly but surely it can be done, right? That's right.
Yeah. And that's what I think, like we kind of talked about before we started, was like, how can we as, you know, Haitians in America link with Haitians in Haiti and, like, you know, build the connection to kind of use, you know, if we have resources, you all have the knowledge of what's going on,
Right.
and kind of put it together, and what can we do?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, you are telling me about keeping your heritage alive, right? And I'm about to tease you all a little bit, and it's in a good way. So, are we speaking Creole? Do we just acknowledge it, or do we apply it? Nou, quand on petit bagage en créole, est-ce que nous parlons un petit créole tout?
Oui, on parle de girl, on parle de girl, just toujours, you know, around like Americans, on parle de créole un peu, but les parents, oui, on parle de créole. Les ma travail, on leur a ici, on parle de créole avec. Il y a besoin, on parle de pédil, for sure.
Non, bon, Dieu, pas jamais petit créole ou, je pensais que l'autre l'autre bon, c'est parler créole, mais c'est l'homme vin Haïti, mon lage bon créole sous moi, m'a dit, oh, bon Dieu, you know, slow down, like, I didn't understand it, but one time. But li son bon bagay pour là ou même ou ka di que ou haïtien, ou ka toujours comprendre l'autre haïtien, ou bien tout son l'autre haïtien, fait qu'entrer dans le pays, nous ka toujours aider comme monde qui connaît le pays. Dans langue que yo ka comprendre.
Especially in Miami, like, you know, I've been one cap toujours venu cap parler créole, and then là, sur espagnol, yo parle Spanish avec yo entero.
Yeah.
But là, lo veni yo parle créole, yo parle English. So, you know, it's definitely on my guy pour Quebec pour aider mon cap venu, because I mean, KJ have learned the language.
Pendant qu'on a parlé de culture, un plus gros problème nous gagnons dans la communauté, nous, et nous-mêmes, tant qui dévalue, paye nous pour compte nous, ok? Parce que si que nous, tous ces Haïtiens, et même créoles, nous ne pouvons pas parler, parce que nous sentons que nous dans un autre pays, nous avons retiré nos culture. Parce que je change même les appelé aux États-Unis, puis belle bagaille pour moi, c'est de rencontrer avec un autre monde qui était haïtien et me parler avec lui en langue et nous comprendre une autre. To reiterate that in English, as we speak on culture, and for the many parents I know who follow me who are Haitian, you know, and have children abroad, it is a good thing to always encourage the children to at least understand their language. And I know for the many Haitian children, they do understand it. But do we really understand how important it is? Because we want to keep the culture going. Obviously, there's a problem in Haiti. So in order to keep our culture strong, to keep it pushing, to keep it moving, we must instill those good characteristics of Haitians, our founders, what Haiti stands for, in our children, especially our children abroad who have the ability to go to school, who have the ability to be educated, to come back and become an asset to this country. Believe it or not, I know many children like myself, seeing what they see on the news, like my children, are very afraid of hate. But I am here to tell you, I hate politics. I never want to get political, you all, yet I am also a realist. And I always want to be very honest and upfront with my peoples. In order for us to get a change in Haiti, we got to come together, okay? And in coming together, you all, we got to build a voice. We got to build a voice to be able to bring awareness to what's going on with the mass amount of people, to be able to continue to keep our culture, to keep the interest of our children, to want to learn the culture, not just enjoy mom and dad's food, but to want to know where mom and dad actually came from. Now, you all can reiterate on that. The Michels, you all can reiterate.
Yeah, so I think, especially for me, like growing up, you can't really have a choice. Like my parents are gonna speak to us in Creole, and I learned. They didn't really like teach me, but I hear it, so I learn to repeat. And then, like, if you ask my dad, he'll tell you, like, oh, he don't even know if I speak Creole or not, because he's like, I never really taught you, but you know, I spoke it, and for them, I think they made sure like they gave us not just the food, but like stories and like as much like my dad's like loves history and stuff, so he tells me about things, and it's like it takes something from us to want to learn more, because we can get comfortable here in the United States, like, and we don't have to think about it as much, but it gets to a point where like we have to reach back. I still have a lot of family back in Haiti, so I still care about what happens to the country. Like, these are still my people. So it's gonna take some effort, but I think this is a start. I think us talking with you and like just some of our other friends here who are in America. Like, I think we all kind of feel the same way. We want to get more.
I think too, with certain Haitians, they're not hoping of the of their time spent in Haiti, so they're not going to just automatically tell you everything that happened back home. But as you know, as a person wanting to learn more, I'm very thankful that our families are pretty open. So if we ask any questions, they'll tell us like, yeah, this is what happened, or you know, this is where I went to school, and this is what we learned. Just certain things, just being open with your kids and with your family about your experience, I think is a major plus, and it helps.
You know, one of the things, being a Haitian born myself and being raised abroad, I can generally tell you I would have fell in that category where, you know, you really do not share much about your past in Haiti with your children. I know from my own experience, a lot of people may do that because some of the experiences they've had in their country has not been good experiences. You know, like today, recently, I have a viewer contact me, and she's full Haitian, and she wants to come back to live in Haiti. And as she watched the news, it breaks her heart, and she reminds me, you know, Marie, I left Haiti in 1986, and I witnessed somebody get killed in front of me. And even then, I still loved my country because I held on to hopes that things would change, but then I see it's getting worse. So a lot of times it has a lot to do with the fact that mom and dad don't want to relieve those pains. And you know for a fact, Haitians, and I know a lot of foreigners, not just Haitians, they have dealt with cruel and unusual things. Even growing up as kids, being used as housemaids for a lot of young women. And as they get older, the last thing they want to do is relive those memories. So that is why a lot of times, but if we all take out the bad memories of things which has happened to us, it is a blessing. It is one of the best things that you can do to continue to share the heritage of our country, of Haiti, so that it keeps the interest of the children that are growing up. They may have been born abroad, yet our roots is Haitian, right? Well, our roots is really Africa and Africans,
Right.
right? And a lot of times, I ask myself, I wonder what tribes, did I come from in Africa? And I pray that one day I get to travel to Africa. That's right. So let's read some of the comments here. Mr. Jackson, hold on a second. Miss Fitness and Travel Life, thank you so much, my brother. You carried 20 people. Thank you for your continuous love and support. And I just want to give a shout out to him. He recently celebrated 1K subscribers, now monetized. Keep up the good work, my brother. Hard work pays off. Mr. Jackson says, culture is the things that we feel are important to our people to continue to practice, to promote our people worldwide. What are some things about our culture that you would like to continue to promote to other people worldwide? And
Oh no, you repeated it a couple times, but I think for sure, like our strength is something that should be recognized, like from our independence to our bouncing back from different things, like the earthquake and going through different types of tough leadership. Like Haitian people have persevered through all of that. That's something that you should be proud of, and other people should definitely know about. Like, and how much we help other countries, like, in their paths to freedom, and even like how to do different agriculture. Like, we deserve a lot more credit than we get out here.
I think even what we've done in America too, set cities, like just the role that we played in certain aspects of America and other cultures should be definitely at the forefront.
My sister Arlene says we must get a little political because the issues in Haiti were created by leaders of many countries. They must intervene and resolve the horrible situation that's going on. You say a mouthful, because absolutely no way for us to even discuss what's going on in Haiti to not step on the political line, which we really don't want to go there. What we want to do, you all, is to create a strong voice, a voice which we will get angels to encamp, to want to come into Haiti, you all, to set some peace in Haiti. And I know you are well aware of that on a daily, millions of people have to live in Haiti. I can only imagine, can you all imagine how scary it can be when you feel as if even the police is not safe? I mean, they're the ones that you trust to protect you. And I'm pretty sure the world have seen exactly what's been happening to them. So, one of the main things I want to tell you all to continue to do is to lift Haiti up in prayer. Certain things which is happening, okay? absolutely no one can intervene but God. I do believe He is the one that can help us, that can make a difference in what's going on in Haiti today. So, the Michelles, one of the main things we failed to mention about you all is your podcast. So you got to tell my people you tell us a little bit about what you all do on your podcast. And is there a link that we can share the link with other people so that they can go and listen to you all on the podcast?
Yeah, so we've been doing this podcast for about 4 years now. Yeah, this is year 4. And we started off just doing it one, it's a way for us to spend time in it, and we could just stuff like this, like talk to people, learn from people. And we felt like there was no one else like us that were making podcasts at the time, like young people, Christian, millennial, like married couples, and we talk about everything. We talk about finances, we talk about marriage, our marriage, dating. We talk to now like politicians or people running for politics. We talk business owners. Yeah, it's just we kind of just we're learning from all these people, and we're also letting other people learn from people that maybe they would never talk to. And we're giving them a chance to grow with us, because that's what this whole life thing is about. Learning stuff, and for me, it's teaching other people the things that we learn. So
yeah, that's right. So may I'm sorry, I apologize.
Oh, fine. Jox is writing it in the chat, but our website is michelmatters.com, and you can listen through there. It's on Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you listen to your podcast, really, Spotify, all of that.
So what encouraged you all to start the podcast?
I think listening to other podcasts, we just found ourselves listening to a lot of podcasts. We like music, but sometimes we just want to get information on different things, whether it's real estate or whatever it is that you're looking into. And we just saw a lack in the space that we were listening in from a young Christian Black Haitian perspective. And so we were like, let's just do it.
That's right. One of the things I've learned in being a YouTuber, okay, is a lot of times when you stand up for God and you stand up for Him, and that's your belief, it's as if you have to be shunned, is as if you shouldn't do it. Have you gotten any discrimination towards being a young Haitian Christian couple that's doing what you're doing?
I haven't felt it, but that could also be because we surround ourselves with people who kind of would support us in that way. Yeah, we don't really focus or really hang out with other people that aren't kind of on the same path, or so we haven't had any real backlash yet. And we're still small. Maybe when we grow, we have more subscribers and listeners, we'll get more. Yeah. But right now, we haven't had any issues.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of support.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it was a blessing to have you all on the show. And if you would like to say any last words, because I know you are going to, I didn't want to hold you out too long, because I know y'all have some stuff planned. So if you have any last words, some things you want to share, tell my peoples where they could find you if they would like to learn more about you, please share.
Okay. Well, if you guys are on Instagram, we're at Michel Matters. And of course, like I said, everything is on our website, michelmatters.com, where you can listen to the podcast, you can buy merch, you can just join our conversation. You can be a part of the show if you want as well. So You can email us at michelmatters@gmail.com if you have a story to share, or yeah, wanna make Christ known in a way that we haven't portrayed yet. And yeah, I definitely I'm gonna try to cop a free T-shirt that you're promoting. So yeah, I support this free Haiti movement. And we need to continue that conversation.
That's right, you all. One of the main things we want to do is continue to support our heritage, our culture, and never settle for it's never going to change. And I will always refer back to when we were enslaved. If we had the attitude, imagine the many who had the attitude, don't say nothing. You're gonna get this and that is gonna happen. You and I being a black person, black man, black woman, can you imagine where we would still be today? And it took a voice, it took strength, it took some stuff in the road to get us where we're at. So when I see that certain countries, our country is facing what we are facing, I refuse to believe that it cannot change. I believe we need a strong voice, to let it be heard, to know that we're not going to spit on our heritage, on our history, because we should be better than this. Yes. So you. Were you saying something?
No, I'm just saying I agree.
Okay. Well, it was good to have you all on the show. Talk to y'all soon, and we can always do this again another day. God bless you all.
All right.
Rest of your weekend, I guess, was left of it.
I will. Y'all have a happy Sunday. All right. So you all, I just want to thank you all for joining me today on this show. Great interview, you all. Awesome young couple. One of the things about this couple is really wanting to learn more and more about their culture. Want to learn more and more about Haiti. We want to encourage the youth, you all, people who were raised with a compassionate heart, people who have a heart for the people, especially with with a Haitian roots, to come back, you all. Use your intelligence, use your smarts, use your education, and be an asset to this country. We need every profession you can think of in Haiti to come and help. And it is you all, the children of diasporas, who have been blessed with the opportunity to be raised in the States, that can come back and that will make a difference. So today, if you have yet to check out the Free Haiti movement, you all, please check it out. We are offering free T-shirts, you all. So please check out the link. Since I'm not sure if you posted the link, but please check out the link, you all, and get a free Haiti T-shirt, you all. Let's let our voice be heard, and let's stand on it. And all in the same process, working towards solution. Please look out too for the upcoming upload. Taking y'all on a trip with me. You all kind of get to see what my days are like in Haiti. So I just want to thank you all for joining. Thank you all so much. Keep Haiti lifted up in prayer, you all. Without prayer, I don't know if it is, my people's perish from lack of knowledge. I believe if we continue to do what we do, a lot more innocent people, will be hurt in this country. And one thing we don't want is for it to continue to be that way. We need somebody to intervene. We need a voice, you all. So thank you all so very much for joining me this Sunday. Have a happy Sunday. Anytime. Have a happy Sunday. You all please check out the podcast with Michel Matters. Let's support young Black Haitians who are trying, who are doing their part as far as putting Haiti on the map. As always, you all, give somebody a hug, give somebody a compliment. Tell somebody you love them, you all, and be kind to one another. Please like, share, and subscribe to Life in Haiti if you enjoy the content. Sister to sister, thank you so very much for visiting us for the first time. Welcome to the Life in Haiti family. Kindly hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Diamond Young says, give us some good vlogs. All right. Well, give me an idea of what you all would like to see. And I'm always open and willing to learn more. I have been doing several things to not remain stagnant, to continue to grow the channel. So, Diamond, do you have an idea? Happy Sunday to you too, sis, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I know you are busy and at work, sis, so I just thank you so very much for your love and continued sacrifice. Thank you for joining us. So if you all have any ideas or some things you would like for me to show you that's not a security hazard, please get in contact with me. Get in contact. And please give this video a like. Could y'all, Miss Arlene or Miss Nadine, kindly put up my phone number, so if you all have any ideas, you can always cook and walks to ocean. Good, you asked. Okay, I'll hold you to that. Hold me to that, okay? I will keep that in mind, Diamond Young. I'll show you all more. So thank you for the idea. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed one, all right? So anytime you all have an idea, you know how to get in contact with me. Just give me an idea, and if it can be done, you all, I'll make sure to vlog on that. So thank you so much, Diamond Young. You all, thank you for each and every new subscriber. You welcome, Diamond. You welcome, and I will get that done. I have some stuff I'm thinking, but since you brought up the idea, I won't spoil the surprise. So a lot of times, maybe that's confirmation. So thank you so very much. Y'all have a blessed one. And stay safe. Stay safe. Here's my phone number. So if you would like to contact me directly, please feel free to do so at any time. Y'all stay blessed.